Hello everyone, I'm Francesca. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So a few weeks ago we did the barbecue series and you all enjoyed that so much. So today we are starting our tofu series, and this one had the most votes on the poll that I did a few weeks ago. Always make sure to check out my community tab because I always will either give you guys little sneak peeks or I ask your input on stuff. So if you want to be, in the hubbub of what's going on here, make sure to check out the community tab. So today we are starting the tofu series, and with this series I hope to bring you 5 recipes that will show you the versatility of tofu, some great ways to prepare it, flavorful ways to prepare it, and interesting ways to use it. So I think I'm gonna pull it off. I got some good recipes up my sleeve for you guys. So for our first recipe today, we're going to keep it a little bit simpler. We're just going to make a tequila lime tofu. And when I was younger, before I went vegan, we used to get from a restaurant tequila lime chicken, and it was so good. It was so good. And the restaurant we went to, I think they served it with like these mashed potatoes or something. The whole thing was delicious. So today we're making this tequila lime tofu, which is pretty simple to make. You just press the tofu, which I'll show you how to do, don't worry, and then you marinate it. And then you just marinate it for as long as you want it to marinate for. And I also made a mango black bean corn salsa to go with it. So this is just like a perfect summer dish, a great way to like dip your toes into tofu. Your tofu, get it? Okay, that was cheesy, but yeah. So I think you all really enjoy it, and I have a bunch of recipes coming up for you this week, so make sure to come back every single day until the 18th and to check out what I'm doing. As always, the Florinette recipe is on the blog. There's a link in the description box down below for that. There are also links for things I think you might need for this recipe. There's links for my cookbook, podcast, everything you want to know, social media, so go check out the description box. And with all that being said, let's get into the recipe. All right, I'm giving you guys an option to start off. You can use super firm tofu or extra firm tofu for this recipe. I'm going to use extra firm tofu. So to do that, we're going to have to press it. So this is a tofu press. My sister actually got it for me for Christmas. How cute is it? I'll have it linked down below. So you put the tofu in that orange part, and then you spin that top part to create pressure to press the tofu down. So first, let's open up the tofu. Just kind of cut little slits into the package and then run over to the sink with it and spill it out. This is the easiest way I found to open a block of tofu without making a huge mess. Let's take it out, and as you can see, I'm just popping it right in that little compartment. Then we're going to put this top rectangle thing down to create the pressure. The top of the tofu press kind of like clicks into there, and then we just got to click all the sides down. And yeah, there's kind of like a spring system in this, and then we're just going to rotate it, and as you can see, all that water is going to come out as we rotate and press it down and flatten it. If you don't have a tofu press, you can always use like a cast iron skillet with a lot of cans in it as well, and just kind of let the tofu sit. But as you can see, we got a decent amount of water out of that, and we don't want that water in there. We want room for the marinade, and it just like condenses the tofu a little bit. It's a nice thing to do. So now we're going to cut our tofu into crosswise cuts and make just like little rectangles like this. Now let's make our marinade. I'm going to first start by mincing up 3 cloves of garlic. You can also just like really finely chop them, but I like to use the garlic press. It's cute, it's fun, it's there to help me. Then we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of a silver tequila. I guess you could use a different tequila, not silver, but I don't know, use the silver tequila. Then we're gonna add in the juice of 1.5 limes. So this is extra limey, and oh, I just love anything lime, so good. So once I'm finally done squeezing these limes out, we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of light olive oil, 2.5 tablespoons of a maple syrup, and then we're just gonna add in some salt, just a little bit, about a 1/4 teaspoon, and then some chili powder and paprika, and that's it. Whisk this up, and then you're just going to put your tofu in there and let it marinate for at least 3 to 4 hours. You can also marinate this overnight. You can make it ahead of time, but definitely let it sit. And also make sure to, rotate the tofu around. Be a little gentle with it because some of it can break sometimes. So just be careful with it, but rotate it so, everybody gets an equal chance of sitting in that marinade. And like, don't be afraid to just take the spoon and kind of like drizzle the marinade over top. You just really want the tofu to like soak up as much flavor as it can get. So you're going to place this in the fridge until you're ready to use it, at least 3 to 4 hours. In the meantime, let's make our salsa. So I'm going to finally chop up some red onion, and I'm gonna place that into a container, and then you can also use white onion if you want as well, doesn't matter. Then I'm gonna add in some black beans. These were canned black beans that I just drained and rinsed. Pop those in there, and then I'm gonna take some corn. I used frozen corn. You could use fresh corn, you could use canned corn, whatever you like to use for your corn. Give this a little mix. Actually, you really don't need to mix it. I don't know why I did that, but I did it anyway. So then we're gonna cut up half of a mango. So just take a really nice sharp knife and make little slits into the mango. Don't go into the skin on the bottom, really, keep it all intact. And then you can take a spoon and just kind of scoop out all those little cubes that you made. Easy, so easy. And this was so perfect on the side. So I'm just mixing it up and breaking up some of those mango pieces, and then we're gonna add in half of a lime, the juice of that, and some tahini. I love tahini. I'm putting it on everything lately. It's so good. And that's it. And then I'm just gonna let that go in the fridge too, and this can sit overnight. You can make this a day ahead. The longer it sits, the more flavors will develop. So just pop that in the fridge until you're ready to eat. So now I'm gonna use this grill that I have from Ninja. You can use a regular grill, you can put these in the oven, you can pan fry these, you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. This grill is so not necessary, but it's really great. So I'm popping them on there, and then I'll flip them halfway through the cooking process so we get those beautiful grill marks. And you can use a George Foreman grill. Don't throw out this marinade. Keep it, because we're gonna make a glaze with it. So pour your marinade into a pot, and then we made a cornstarch slurry, which is just cornstarch mixed with water. Pour that in there and mix it up, and then cook it on a low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until it gets thick and bubbly. Done. And now you have a nice little sauce. And those are just those bits of garlic in there still. So there might be some bits of tofu, but whatever. And then look at our tofu. How beautiful. Those grill marks, the coloring, the glaze, the color of it, just everything looks perfect. So now let's plate it up. I just arranged our tofu on a nice big dish into a little circle. I'm going to fill in that space with the black bean mango corn salsa. Gonna add some of that glaze on top. This wasn't all of it. There's still more on the side, so you can just just keep dipping as you eat because it tastes so good. Add some lime slices if you like, and then some parsley or cilantro. I hate cilantro. It tastes like soap to me. Okay, that's why I'm not using it. Some flaky salt, and you're done. How gorgeous is this? Just please tell me this is not just a perfect summer dish. Summer flavors, bright colors, just and it's so easy to make, literally so easy to make. Okay, you can make it look so fancy on the dish, but the process for making it super easy. Anyone can do this, so you have to try it out. All right, everyone, and that was our delicious tequila lime tofu. Oh my goodness, so good, so yummy, perfect for summer. And like I said, I think it's an easier recipe, so it's a good way to just get into tofu. Try it out, give it a shot, don't be so intimidated by it. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps the channel out, helps us to grow and spread more vegan recipes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye.